Hi everyone, this is Tim Holmes from the LaSalle College IT department. Today I'd like to welcome you to LaSalle and show you around some of our online systems and some of the IT recommended equipment and software that you're going to want to look into for your program. So we're going to start with the handout for the recommended equipment and software. If you're viewing this online and you don't have that handout, don't worry. You can find that on our My LaSalle page later on. You can also view all the information here. I'll try to describe the URLs as much as I can. So on this handout, you're going to see the recommended equipment and software for joining the online graduate program at LaSalle and accessing the LaSalle systems. Of course, importantly, you're going to want to have an antivirus program installed. We recommend Avast for your Microsoft or your Windows system. It's free. You can go to avast.com and pick up the free version. If you have a Mac, we recommend the Sophos Home Edition, which is also free. And want to note that Macs are not immune to viruses. They do get viruses and malware attacks just like any other computer. You're definitely going to need a word processor such as Microsoft Office or OpenOffice, which is also free. You can pick up OpenOffice at openoffice.org. Also note that your LaSalle provided 365 email is going to have online web app versions of Microsoft Office available to you automatically. Log into your email, look for what's called the OneDrive, and in there you'll find the online app versions of this software. If you're visiting campus or doing work in a public area, you definitely want to lock to secure your laptop if you step away. And if you're working from home, you're going to want to make sure that you have high-speed internet such as cable or DSL. Really, a minimum of 5 megabits download is recommended for the online programs. Oftentimes, there's lots of graphic media, video content, things like that that you're going to want to be able to access quickly for your different classes. If you're here on campus, we definitely have high-speed Wi-Fi available throughout campus. You're welcome to use that as well. For your operating system, we recommend Windows 7. Something to note this year is that if you're using Windows XP, you're going to want to upgrade or move away from XP. It's no longer supported by Microsoft, and there's been some vulnerabilities identified with that system. You're going to want to upgrade to Windows 7 or at least Vista or Windows 8 would also be safe, but our recommendation is Windows 7. On the Mac, we recommend at least using OS X. Any of the recent versions, Mountain Lion, Snow Leopard, you're going to be fine with any of those versions. For either, you're going to want to make sure you run your operating system updates. In Windows, that can be found at update.microsoft.com. It's also in the Start menu under Programs. And on the Mac, you're going to want to look in the upper left-hand corner. Look for that little Apple icon and look for software updates there. For printers, you don't need to have your own personal printer. We have plenty available on campus that you're welcome to use. With any of the public computers here as well, there's about 200 publicly available computers as well. They're all loaded with those printers and Microsoft Office and the Adobe products and lots of the expensive software that you might need. So if you're within driving distance of campus, definitely use that resource as well. Again, if you're working on a personal laptop, you're going to want to look into a online backup solution. For day-to-day, you're going to be just fine using your email and that OneDrive that's included in your 365 account for backing up your homework and your day-to-day documents. If you're looking for a comprehensive and automatic backup plan for your whole computer, I recommend looking into a cloud solution such as CrashPlan or Carbonite. And I want to discourage you from using flash drives as a backup. Flash drives, they're often made not terribly robust and they can break. The internal components can be pretty fragile. They can break without warning. They also get lost very easily. It's not really a good spot for any sort of long-term storage. If it's a quick point-to-point, this computer to that computer, no problem. But for long-term secure storage, you really want to stick to your email for that is your best bet. If you need special software for your program and you're not close to campus, you can check out Studica.com. Has some additional software discounts as well. We do offer some laptop discounts through some vendors that you'll see on the page, Lenovo, Dell, and Apple. Feel free to take advantage of these discounts at the URLs provided on the handout. I'd like to brief you on the Technology Help Desk and what we can offer in the way of support. You'll see most of our basic support outlined on that sheet. Just what's important to know is that we're available 24/7, 365 at our phone number 617-243-2200. If you email us, we'll be checking email during the day, and we also have a chat portal, chat.lasell.edu, also monitored during the day as well. Our email is simply helpdesk@lasell.edu. We do have a walk-in center in the basement of the Brennan Library, available during our normal business hours. You're absolutely welcome to bring your laptop by. If you have any trouble connecting, you have some malware trouble, basic software how-to, any of that kind of thing, we can definitely help you out with. If you do run into major problems with your laptop, severe hardware failure, screen cracks, something major like that, unfortunately we don't have the resources for that kind of repair at our walk-in center. But we do recommend Systems Analysis Services right up the road in Auburndale near Tom's Pizza, where ComAv comes by the Star Market there. Take note of the websites below, password.lasell.edu, my.lasell.edu. That's going to be our next stop on our little tour here, is taking a look at those websites. Again, if you have any questions at any time, definitely give us a call, shoot us an email. So let's take a look at those websites now. Go ahead and open up any web browser. I've got Google Chrome here. And there's a couple of different ways to get to MyLaSell. I'm going to show you the surefire ways to go ahead and visit the external website, lasell.edu. And you'll notice across the top here, there'll be a little shortcut for MyLaSell. You can click on that. It's going to bring you to a little MyLaSell briefing page here. Much shorter tour here with a little login link here, my.lasell.edu. So you can follow the link here. It's going to bring you to my.lasell.edu. Also take note of password.lasell.edu here. If at some point you either forget your password or need to reset it, you can always reset it by going to password.lasell.edu. Directly, you don't have to actually log into MyLaSell. You can also just throw in the URL my.lasell.edu and you don't have to go through the LaSell page. You're going to receive a prompt to log in. I'm already logged in now. But when you log in, it's important to remember that you need to put in your full LaSell user ID that includes the @lasell.edu. So in my instance, I would be putting tholmes@lasell.edu and my password. So let's take a quick look at MyLaSell. You'll notice on the left-hand side, most of the major common systems that you'll need to be accessing, your email and Moodle, the online classroom environment, definitely the most important systems for you as a grad student. Also take note of self-service. This is where you can see your financial information, pay your bills, register for courses, those sorts of academic procedures there. Let's take a quick peek at self-service. You'll see the registration here. You can follow the registration, add courses. You see information about your advisor, your grades, financial information as well, all on this page here. Go back to MyLaSell. Take a note on the right-hand side here are a bunch of quick links. These will bring you directly to some important pages such as my grades, my stops. Important to note while we're here, my stops. You may run into a situation where you have a stop in your account, financial or health or some other reason. When you run into this situation, you'll be able to log into LaSell just fine, MyLaSell, get into your email just fine, but you may find that you can access everything but Moodle. This is usually an indication that you have a stop in your account. When you have a stop in your account, the system automatically puts up a flag and won't let you get into Moodle until that stop is lifted, and then you can continue with your courses here. So as you're getting ready and preparing for starting the program, definitely keep an eye out for that. If you do have a stop on your account, you can view the My Stops here on MyLaSalle, that little link, and see if it's a financial stop or whatever it might be, and then contact the appropriate department to get that stop lifted. You'll find more information as you go through here. Emergency information. Here's another link to reset your password as well. If you're going to be commuting to the campus, take note of the shuttle finder here. That will show you where the shuttle is at any time. That shuttle does run to the Green Line stop, Riverside, and a bunch of other local stops as well. Take a quick look at your email here. If you're prompted to log in, go ahead and fill in your full email address and password on this page. You want to take note of the graphic of the highway on the side. If you see a different graphic, you're on the wrong login page. There's a bunch of different Office 365 login pages for different schools, etc. If you don't see that graphic, you want to always go back to MyLaSalle, click on the student email link, and log in from there. Once you're signed in, you'll notice your email looks like this. It's the standard 365 and Microsoft Outlook format that they're running with these days. Features across the top here. New email here along the side, reading pane on the right hand side, your inbox in the middle. Pretty standard stuff. If you're setting up your email on your phone, you're going to want to take note of a couple things up here in the URL at the top of the page. You're going to want to look for outlook.office365.com. Up across the top here. You might also need m.outlook.com as the server information here. On most phones, you go ahead and fill in your email address, your password, that outlook.office365.com, or alternatively m.outlook.com as well. Should work. Domain is going to be student if you're prompted, and those are the two server addresses there. Next thing we're going to look at is the OneDrive up here in the top. And this will have the Office apps online and a good storage area to store your course material. And then the OneDrive is where you can create those documents using the web app. So if I was going to make a new document here, I could make a new Word document. This is just a test. And let's take a peek at what that looks like. Once that loads, you're going to see a pretty well-featured online version of Microsoft Word that you're absolutely welcome to use as part of your 365 email. So definitely take note of that. And the OneDrive online storage is a good, safe spot to store all your course documents and homework assignments, final papers, everything that'd be real important to the program here. So back on MyLaSalle, we're going to take a quick look at Moodle. This is where it is. I know as part of the orientation, you're going to have more information on how to use this, but that's where you'll find Moodle. You can go ahead and log into the system. We do recommend Firefox as the best browser for Moodle. I'm in Chrome right now, which will work, but it's not going to have all the features that you may need for your course. So definitely take note of that. If you don't have Firefox, you're going to want to look into downloading that as well. So here's Moodle. You have more information about this as a separate part of the orientation. So that's MyLaSalle and the basic services that we offer here on campus. If you do have any questions, absolutely give us a call, 617-243-2600. 2200. Again, that phone line is available 24/7. Our email helpdesk@lasell.edu. If you have trouble logging into your account, remember that you can always go to password.lasell.edu. You're automatically enrolled into the system by virtue of being a student here at LaSalle, so you want to click on the second link, reset your password. You would type in your username. Domain is going to be student. You don't need the @lasell.edu. Click continue. It's going to ask you to verify your information here, and you can enter in the new password. If you're having trouble, definitely be mindful of the password requirements here. Sometimes those can trip you up as well. And once you're ready, hit the reset password button. Again, that's available anytime. You can go straight to password.lasell.edu. All right. Thanks for watching. Again, my name is Tim. Welcome to LaSalle. Look forward to meeting you.